Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Today we got a special treat for you because we got a returning free-to-play player who's invested in, well, it would look like all the wrong tunes because back when he was first playing, they were the right tunes. And so Maverick, are you ready to dive in and give this guy some DD2 recommendations?
Let's do it.
All right, with that said guys, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Before Maverick and I jump into our featured roster today, I do want to give a quick note to some of the issues that I'm seeing here with these roster review applications. So first off, one of the issues I'm having is we only record these on Monday. So if you apply like on a Tuesday, I typically look on Friday or Saturdays to contact people to come and be on our show as our batch of recordings that we do here on Monday. They get released throughout the week. First thing. Second thing is make sure on here on your Discord name, you are actually putting in your Discord name along with your number that goes after your name. I'm having a hard time finding people, or some people have the exact same name, or that name just doesn't exist at all. I can't help you, can't reach out to you if that's incorrect. So if you're using your in-game name and not your Discord name, that's a problem. But with that said, guys, I just want to give out those quick two notes. It's two of the most common problems I'm seeing with these applications and me not being able to reach out to people to help people, and maybe some disconnect of how this whole entire thing plays out. But with that said, let's jump into our featured guy. Are you interested in having your roster reviewed by Maverick and I in this quick format roster review, helping you out in a game mode or two? If you are, all you need to do is join my Discord. The link to that is in the description down below. Then all you need to do is find the video section, find roster reviews, and there you'll find the latest roster review application where you can submit your request to have your roster reviewed by Maverick and I in a YouTube format. So if you need help clearing any content in the game, don't hesitate, apply today. So our main guy today is Yuga. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce that name. He is looking for the best teams in the moment for Dark Dimension 2. We'll get into this a little bit later, but definitely have some thoughts I'm going to give. And the easiest way to get these characters, he used to play Marvel Strike Force. He built up the Guardians, which you guys are going to see here in some screenshots. We don't have access to his MSF.gg, so we're working off screenshots. He quit the game, has been back. So first off, welcome back to the game. I hope you are enjoying it. But with that said, Maverick, I'm going to show you the top 10 city, cosmic, and global characters he has. So he's kind of working with, and you could probably see a lot of the advice we need to give him here. So let's go through here. First up, we have his global top 10. If you look at this team, like I said, he took a long break. You're not seeing a whole lot of newer meta characters. Let's go to his what's up next. Cosmic. One of the good thing I do see here is he does have Deathpool, and he's already ranking her up, and we know from this image alone he's already at level 71 at least. And then we're gonna look at city, and not a whole lot to talk about. It's defender category. Like, you can definitely tell the era when he started playing this game, and he's come back to. So Maverick, I've had time to look at this and time to think, so I'm gonna give my thoughts first and then allow you to come in second.
Sure. Would you do me? Oh yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Leave it on Cosmic for a second.
I was planning on leaving it on Cosmic anyways. I'm blocking Minerva. Let me see if I can move out of the way so people can see Minerva. About 41k, 70. So based on what he has, Minerva and Deathpool are two characters. Yes, definitely take them in the DD2. You don't need to worry about them. You can do those two. Could you do Gamora? Possibly. I would say probably she can hang. You only need another 10 levels into her in a G13. Outside that, some of the characters you probably want to look for that are probably easy to get. If you focus farm in the War Store, I would highly recommend Ghost over all other characters. 1, great Dark Dimension character, and 2, helps you get Jubilee. And 5, honestly, just take your pick of any of the newer characters you can get your hands on. If you can get your hands on one of the newer characters, that's probably my 5th. Multiple Man. Actually, Multiple Man is probably a really good recommendation. You have to do a little bit of work to get to him, but with your current level, it is possible for you to get him. So I would say probably Multiple Man as a 5th, because you already got G14 for Adam Warlock. So that was my quick thoughts of easy solutions that he can use with what he has, and possibly what he could get quite similar easily. And Ghost works at very low star levels too, so you don't need to really have her at 7. So that was my thoughts, Maverick. I'm gonna let you take it away. I've talked enough.
I mean, it's hard to really see without seeing the depths of his roster in terms of what does he have unlocked, what is he still working on. I can kind of see if I kind of squint that he doesn't have Moondragon unlocked or Ebony Maw unlocked. If you look right above Groot, you can see kind of vaguely see that he's got looks like 2 of 100 on Moondragon, which means that he probably returned to the game sometime in between when Infinity Watch and Secret Avengers were unlocked.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm assuming he joined like after Sharon Carter's event had expired, because
that's probably accurate. Because it doesn't look like he even has really like a lot of Secret Avengers.
No.
So Gamora and Nebula are a good base, because he's built up Guardians anyway. Okay. And has good stars for someone returning to the game on Gamora, who's one of the top damage dealers in the game now with her rework and everything going on. Deathpool is a phenomenal character to invest in early on, just because you're looking forward at this point, and you and I have talked about this before. We're at a position where all of the newer characters that are coming out are so far outclassing all of their competition at even at lower star levels. I think my 3/3 Deathpool has as much health as 6 and 7 star characters. So any and all of the newer characters that you can acquire are good, and I think Deathpool is a great example of that. Especially, we still don't know at this point how exactly everyone's going to get Cloak and Dagger unlocked.
Yeah.
But if you can pair Cloak and Dagger in with Deathpool, then that's going to really do you well. The one issue that I see with his roster, and if you'll flip to maybe one of the other traits or types, it looks like he has an issue with red stars. Like I don't see a lot of red stars above 3 and a lot of 2s. So, the advice is going to kind of depend, leaning into a little bit what he ends up getting red stars on. But I would say do whatever you can to be more progressive and forward thinking in terms of like, if the character was good when he was playing before, they're probably not good now.
Yeah.
More than likely, unless they've gotten a rework. So that's why a Gamora and a Nebula would work. Can you go to City for a second?
Sure. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I mean, White Tiger is good, but the problem with White Tiger is that she's so incredibly squishy. I think you're right on the money about Multiple Man being in City. I don't see any symbiotes in here, so at this point, it's going to be impossible for him to get people like Anti-Venom and Symbiote Spider-Man. So perhaps skipping them all together and cobbling together some sort of Heroes for Hire, if you can get Shang-Chi, Cloak and Dagger, Multiple Man, and kind of cobble it together. That way it's going to be a little bit better. Excuse me. Kestrel and Silver Surfer, if you can acquire them. And then I'm just trying to think in terms of what you can do for the stores. I would say probably you might want to focus on finishing off Gamora with your Blitz store credits. I would use raid store credits on a character like Baron Zemo, because Baron Zemo, especially in the early game, is going to do a lot of damage and have a lot of control effects.
Yeah.
And you can just buy him for raid credits, and that's a great use of resources. But you might want to also consider just simply buying up the orbs for a while on in things like Blitz and raids for the most part, unless you see the specific character that you need to try and just get your entire roster built up a little bit more in terms of overall shards. And then War Store, I don't know how you feel about this, but I think with the the way that his roster is right now, I would not spend a single war credit on a character shard, and I would focus on using that for orange gear pieces.
Yeah, if he's hurting for orange gear, then yeah. I don't know. I mean, he's free to play, so he's passively getting orange gear from the strike pass and battle pass, assuming that he's doing it.
A little bit, yeah.
But I don't know if that's enough. So yeah, if he's hurting, then yeah, maybe go that route.
Especially if you're trying to get into Dark Dimension 2 faster, move your way into Dark Dimension 3 a little bit faster. Yeah, not feeling like you have to chase the bishops and long shots and call obsidians of the world.
Yeah.
And with war sword credits.
Yeah. And so before we end this roster review, the one thing you pointed out, and I didn't really think about to address it in here, but you pointed it out, is red star issues. So early game players, if you're an early game player yourself, don't get too stressed out about red stars. They are an important mechanic, and I understand the important mechanic. But in beginning, you don't earn as many red stars as late game players like myself earn to keep cracking open. And because it takes dupes to earn those elite credits, and you don't have as many opportunities to pop open dupes, you tend to not earn those elites as fast as the late game players do. So red stars is more of a progression system of, like, as you go through and you get your characters with red stars on them, you start recycling, you move up in collection power, you get those challenges done, and all those things help you earn more red stars. And then eventually you can start getting more 4 stars, 5 stars characters. One of the only really tip and trick I could really think of that to say to anybody, but once again, this is a gamble, it's not guaranteed, is try to smartly pick when you're going to open up your red star orbs, like hoard them and then smartly pick. Event campaign characters are always a good choice to go hard. If you save up a lot on event campaign characters, pop them open for them. You're as a free-to-play player, you can pretty much guarantee yourself a 4-star, possibly a 5-star. And getting that character with red stars on them is going to help advance you, especially right now with the power creep that's going on. But that's all I can think of red stars. Red stars are difficult for new players. It's just the way it is until you can build up your roster.
Absolutely, and I think Cloak and Dagger are going to be the next pair of characters that I would consider opening red stars for, especially considering he's got his death pool as his strongest cosmic character now.
Yeah, definitely. All right, but yeah, you guys, hopefully you enjoyed that roster review and got some helpful tips and tricks out of it, and maybe between Maverick and I, you can come up with a plan that's best suited for your needs. But with that said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this roster review, do us a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here and haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.